Yo, I'm back. Um, Puppy class was good. My dog is asleep right now, and he is always worn out after puppy class, which is good for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make some progress on this. So I need to implement the get handler, the actual implementation of it, because I got the test done. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so first thing I need to do is get the key from the request. So the query param from the URL of the request. I need to also set this to be, this needs to be a get request. Yeah. Okay, so extract the key. Oops. And then I need to check if the key is provided. If it's an empty string, and we do http dot error. We give it the writer. Um, we say missing key parameter, and we give it a dot. That is bad request. Okay, so um, now that we have the key, we can go to the cache and try to get the value. So if not found, then we do http error, and we say w key not found, and then http status not found. Um, I mean, crap. Response data. Map. We'll make a map of strings. Uh, yeah, map of string values. Oh wait, no. A map where a map of strings to enter, a map of strings to things. Okay, a map of string of key value pairs where key is a string and the value is any type. A map of strings and then interface we'll say value. Um, let's just check our comment. Is the comment here correct? I really feel like being a programmer is more fun with AI. And I feel like I am learning a lot, but I'm just learning very differently. It's giving me a chance to really deepen my understanding, although I'm not getting as much out of the raw intellection that you would get without AI, I guess. There's a trade-off. But I think it's more fun. It's fun. It's easier to look things up too. And I guess when you're experienced with the thing that you're using AI for, and your ability to detect BS is also pretty good as well. Okay. See, like that was a good example. I was like, let me ask another follow-up question. Okay, so we got it. We got it. We good. I had to get a little intense there for a second. I get a little emotional. Okay, so this is a map of key value pairs of potential key value pairs, and the key is a string, and the value is a type interface, and this is the type that all interfaces have in common. So therefore, it can be used for anything. It doesn't have a specific type definition. Um, and we're only gonna put one thing in there, and then we're gonna set the content. Okay, so w dot header. This is the stuff that I don't feel like I know very well, like the headers and all that kind of stuff in the requests. Content type application slash JSON. Let me get an X. Can you give me a very good explanation of this code? I really like streaming. I wish I hadn't taken such a big break from this. It just felt so daunting to get it all set up. But then once I did, it really wasn't. And I'm happy I did. Okay, so we're using the response writer, and then we're the header map, which gives us access to the response headers. They provide metadata about the response. Okay. Yes. And we're going to go to application JSON. What are Response headers are like a consistent category of properties or collection of properties that can be set basically. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're just modifying this property right here of the response header because it'll be in JSON format. Okay. And then we're going to encode the response data as JSON and write it to response writer. Oh, that's interesting. So it does not handle JSON without having to encode it. I wonder why. JSON.new encoder. We're going to give it the writer. We're going to say encode response. Okay. So if we get an error, not nil or not equal to nil. Did I do something wrong here? Encode should have response. Oh, I gotta put it right here. There we go. Okay, so if it's not equal to nil, then we need to http.error. Coding response. Internal server error. Then we're just going to return out of this whole handler function. Okay. If code reaches the end, that means we've successfully written okay, so that means if this code here runs, that means we have the value. So we can take the value and respond. This will do its thing. This will set its thing. And we encode. So in order to get this error thing here, it will actually run this code, I guess. Okay, this is the part that I need to know more about. I wonder if that counts as actually running it because it would have to evaluate this code in order to know if there's an error. But I don't know if that actually counts as making a change on the Okay, so it does. Okay, so the encoding is executed during the initialization, during the assignment of the error variable. So the if statement here is checking if the coder succeeded, basically. Okay, so this whole block here is just to check. That's a clever way to write a check. You just basically use like whenever there's an assignment that happens, code actually gets executed that affects the the response object. It actually does affect it in order to evaluate whether or not there's an error that needs to actually happen. Um, so the encoding happens, and then we check to see if the error is nil. If it's not, that means it worked. If it does equal not nil, or if it is not nil, then that means it didn't work. We had an error, and then if it doesn't have an error, then it will never get to this return. Therefore, it will close or end this handler function. And by default, handlers will provide a 200 OK server response. Okay, so yeah, I think we're good to test this out. Okay, let's test it. So go test.slash/API. Oh, excuse me. No. What? Expected got value test value. Wait, did I do something wrong? Oh, it should be test key. Um, I'm confused. Line 75. Okay. rr.string bate. That is going to be the response recorder. Okay, so that'll be whatever this response provided. So I think it would be test key. I think it needs to be this. That is obscure. If that fixes it, then I'm just going to be happy, I suppose. That did not fix it. Okay, so I think I am expecting it to say test key because that's what I have here. So I just need to make sure in my, so I'm getting key. And I'm going to be providing Oh, so I am providing value of. Yeah, so the value test key. That's right. What's the difference between these two? I'm so confused. What? Um. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Oh man. The pressure is rising. The pressure is rising. Okay. Come on, super eyeballs. What are we looking for? Okay, so test key and test value. So this is going to be the value we're looking for. Oh, so we are looking for test value. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so we are looking for the key, but we're expecting to get the value in return. So that makes sense. I had that little stuff. Okay, so test value, test value. That makes sense. So we're gonna look at the body and we're gonna pull off the string. Um, Let me look at my notes. Uh, oh, did I have? Am I missing a? Oh yeah, I'm missing a quote. Oh my goodness. See, that's why I like autocomplete. I don't like having to write plain. Oh, okay. Um, value, everything's same. Test value, test value. Okay, so what now? How are these not the same? If this does not equal that, oh man, I don't know. Okay, let me pop this into AI. I need some help here. Okay, you tell me what is causing this to get an error or a failed test. Help me out. I tried. And let's take this get handler and pop it in there like that. And then we'll just take the error or the test results and we'll put them down here. Let's see what it tells us. The error message shows that the actual output includes a new line character at the end where oh, is it because of the uh at the end of JSON output on the other because usually a file needs a actually I don't know. On the other hand, your expectation does not include the new line. Here are a few ways to modify. Oh. Use a JSON aware comparison. That seems um okay, so the best approach wait. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so to use the JSON aware. Yeah, that's right. It's better to compare the data structure rather than the exact string representation, as formatting details like extra spaces can vary without affecting the actual data content. I like that point. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. So we'll do number three. I don't want to do all of this, but I feel like I need to do it the right way, and this is a good insight. So here we go. So we need to basically change or update the test in light of this information, basically. So I'm not gonna paste this in here. I do want to type and write my comments as I do. I got some follow-up questions. So we're gonna go and update this part. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, so we just need to update this test right here. Let me comment it out. So we need to make a new map called got. String type for the key and interface for the value type. I'm gonna say JSON dot unmarshal. Is that a package? Nope, it's not. It's built in. Okay. JSON dot unmarshal dot body. Oh, dot bytes. And then the address of got. Okay, so this seems like it's going. This unmarshal is going to go into this got address to get whatever data is stored there, and then it's going to encode in the body whatever that stuff is. I'm gonna have to have it explain to me what this does because this is not in my notes. So got is we'll say got is we'll say expected, and then we'll make an actual empty map of type string keys and an empty interface for values, and then we'll go ahead and give it value and test value, and we'll say we'll compare the deep. We'll do a deep equal comparison. So if reflect dot equal, and that is a method we give thing we want to two things that we want to expected t dot error. Okay, so I think we can just use these same error message here, basically. A little change. So we got there and expected. Okay, so let's try this. Let's see if this gives us a different outcome. Oops. Okay, so that worked. Cool. Let's add some comments. Make sure. Okay, so we're gonna make a new map. Uh, a new map to store the data structure. Make a new map to store the data from the response body at the address of the so it's called got, and then we're going to store the data from the response body at the address of got. Make a new map. Let's call this JSON map. Okay, so this reflecting will make a deep comparison to make sure the um, two objects are equal. And let's just make sure that these comments aligned. Okay, so I'm having this tool here basically to give me some feedback on my comments, and then also distribute my comments so they're like co-located with the things that they go with, instead of just being all at the top. Okay, so you're right to ask about the comments. They were generally described just looking for. Okay, so they were good. They weren't that bad. Ensure the request method is get. Uh, wait. Where'd you? I don't think I copied and pasted it correctly. I meant for this. My bad. My dog's down here knocked out. Man, little bro said he don't really snore, but he's doing just a plain old good old knockout nap sleep. He might be dead. Oh, he good. He was being real stuck. But he's restless little pup. Normally you sleep on his back with his paws up like that and roll around, and it's very animated. He is worn out. I'm telling you that if you get a dog, take your dog to puppy pre-K, to puppy classes. It's a good time, and I know he enjoys it. I know he does. It's like he's making friends there too. I hope that the same people, or at least some of them, will continue the same program because I like seeing him get to know and develop relationships with the other dogs. It's really sweet to watch. Okay, so check if the response data is the correct value. Cool. Um, unmarshal the response into, or what is unmarshal? Because we're declaring a variable not explicitly, so we're just declaring a variable. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So we're declaring a variable for a JSON map. I got you. Oops. Let's do this. And we'll say declare variable for a JSON map. Okay. Uh, Unmarshal parses the JSON encoded data and stores the result in the value pointed to by V. Okay. If V is nil or not a pointer, unmarshal returns invalid unmarshal error. Unmarshal uses the inverse of the encoding that Marshall uses. Oh, okay. So I could use Marshall to encode. I could have used Marshall to encode the stuff. Where did I encode it first? So this is unencoding, and then I encoded somewhere here. So could I have used Marshall here? Okay, I'm gonna change it to use Marshall because um oh, I see. If I use Marshall, I would have to do the encoding and the writing in two separate steps. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I can mix and match. I see the value of doing that. Okay, so I can use new encoder and I can use Marshall and I can use unmarshal to unencode. Cool. Why don't they name it just encode and decode? That would have made more sense to me. I got me over thinking Marshall Mathers or something. I don't know. Naming things is hard. And I don't know who's in charge of it, but I hope I get to name something one day. Okay, so let's continue where we left off. So this creates a map of the unexpected. Oh wait, I forgot to put a comment here. On Marshall will wait, what did it say here? On Marshall. Okay, we'll unparse JSON data and store at the address given, which is, I like that. I do like that. I wish that this unmarshal and this encoder were like grouped together. It does bother me that I have. Anyways, let me not even get into that. I'm just being like very obsessive about that. Okay, so reflect. All right, expected map to be more concise. Create map with the expected key value pair. Sure, why not? Create map with the expected. Okay, and reflect deep equals to compare got and reflect is what? And you better. I didn't understand when I read it. Explain what the what reflect is. the whole and what it is doing here specifically. Uh, I'm taking a break here. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna take a break here in a second to get some hot chocolate and to take my little buddy pal out for a little poo poo pee pee break before I put him in his crate. So it's been 40 minutes, so I think we're a little due. Okay, so what is reflect? I'm getting into this. I'm getting into the nitty gritty here. Okay, I want this. I want to have this read it to me because I pay for this Speechify service so it could do. Oh, it says the chat getting too long. Too bad. Okay, we go see how long it's gonna get. I'm almost done, anyways. Shoot, I can start another one. Okay, so where's my little reader thing at? Oh, here we
Please
go.
explain what a channel is in
I'm gonna turn my music off real quick. Okay, read it to me, buddy.
Please explain what a channel is in Go. In Go, a channel is a communication mechanism that allows coroutines
No, no,
concurrent
no. I want to
functions
read
to
this.
send and receive. Certainly. Let's dive into Reflect and its use in your code. What is Reflect in Go? Reflect is a package in Go that provides runtime reflection capabilities. It allows programs to inspect, modify, and create types, variables, and functions at runtime.
Okay. So, oh, okay. At runtime. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to pop that comment in here. I'm going to say select. I wish I had a way that I could do like markdown sometimes. Not full markdown, but more formatting of my comments. I love a good comment.
It allows programs to inspect, modify, and create types, variables, and functions at runtime.
Okay, continue.
It allows programs to inspect, modify, and create types, variables, and functions.
Okay. So this powerful tool, work on one slower. Okay, reflect the type inspection. Examine the type of a variable at runtime. Value inspection modification. The change. Look at and change value of a variable at runtime. Oh, I wonder why we would want to do that. So method and function calling. Invoke methods and functions dynamically. Okay. Struct field access. Access and modify struct fields by name. Okay. Being used to compare two values, got and expected for equality. Reflect.deep equal does. Deep comparison. It recursively compares the values of two variables, including nested structures. Oh, so this would be more useful if, like, obviously, if I had like a big, really big object and I didn't know exactly what was all in it, and I wanted to just make sure it was equivalent to something else that was also very big. I couldn't confirm it with my own, manual effort. This would be very, very necessary. Type agnostic, it can compare values of different types, including maps, slices, and structs. Okay. Handling special cases. It correctly handles comparing things like pointers, interfaces, and circular references. Ignoring unexported fields, it instructs it only compares exported fields. I don't know what that means. Okay, so JSON comparison, you got expected are both types, which can contain nested structures. It can handle any JSON structure without you needing to write custom comparison logic. It ensures the entire structure and all values match, not just the top level keys. Ease of use. It's a simple way to do comprehensive comparison without writing lots of conditional checks. For simple structures, you could manually compare fields. For JSON specifically, you could use a package like which optimizes for comparisons, which is optimized and provides more detailed difference output. Okay, so but I would have to have a dependency. This seems like this is not an external dependency. This is something that's just built in. So, okay. Hmm. While reflect, okay. So while reflecting is powerful, like knowing that it's relatively slow compared to direct comparison for high performance code. Can you show me the most performant way to do this comparison for the sake of testing? For example, if I had a big server and I wanted to rapidly check an entire piece of infrastructure. Or no, no, no. If I needed to do this reflect in order to validate data, in a big since there was lots of concurrent behavior, I could just say, think of a scenario when I need comparison to happen quickly when I am validating data from a lot of requests that are being processed concurrently on a single server with limited resources. Okay. I'm not going to change my code based on this, but it is good to know that this is not the most performant way to do this because it's a deep comparison. It might be reliable though. For high performance scenarios with many concurrent requests and limited resources, we want to avoid the overhead of reflection and minimize allocations. Here's a more perform. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a lot more code. So you would have to write a custom comparison method or function just for your test. It would be worth it, I suppose. Compare JSON value. So you compare the response and the response calls compare JSON value for each of the values. Okay. 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 That makes sense. And then based on um what is EV? Expected value. Okay, so EV. Hmm. Mhm, mhm. Okay. I think I actually meant this for implementation. I mean, also for testing purposes, I guess. This does seem like it's excessively complicated. There's probably a more simple approach, but it is interesting. We should optimize JSON encoding process. Okay. We use a sync pool to reuse buffers, reducing garbage collection pressure. Direct encoding. Instead of creating an intermediate map, we encode the value directly into a struct, reducing allocations. Okay. Because there's no, yeah, you don't have to make the map. The map is okay. Okay, so custom encoder, we create a custom encoder that doesn't escape HTML characters. Okay. If your cache values don't match HTML that need escaping. Okay, so if we're not sending HTML, that's fine. We set the content length header, which can help with the client side processing and keep alive connections. Um, maybe I don't know. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder by telling it. then the server itself can allocate the appropriate memory in the right place. I don't know. Doing it right. We write the entire response in one go, which would be more efficient than multiple writes. So if we had to loop over a number of things, we would just actually do it all at once. Okay. For high concurrency scenarios, minimize allocation by reusing buffers and avoiding intermediate data structures, reduce CPU by encoding directly, and avoiding unnecessary escaping, and it improves network efficiency by setting content linked header. Okay. Using a faster JSON library like JSON iterator Go, if benchmarks show it's faster in your case, if your values are always of a known type, you can create type-specific handlers to avoid interface type assertions. Oh, I didn't know that. So interface type assertions are slower or have performance costs? Can you explain the difference between streaming versus encoding to RW? Okay, I need to take a break here in a second. My stomach is telling me that. Okay, so with encoding the entire data structure is encoded into JSON. The encoded JSON is then written in the response writer in one go. Straightforward, well known for small. Okay, more using more memory as the entire JSON representation is held. Oh, okay, so the entire thing's held represent in memory before writing. Be slower for very large. Okay, may increase response time. Okay. So this other was streaming the response. Um, Streaming means we're doing it in chunks as it is encoded. Oh, so then we're not waiting until the end and then encoding it. We're doing it as we have it. So two things can maybe not happen. So it's like a more concurrent approach. Maybe I don't know. Progressively to the client. Response is set progress. Okay, to the client. Yeah. So okay, so that's what streaming is. More memory efficient for large data sets, and only a small portion of data is in memory at a given time. Yep, that makes sense. Can start sending data to the client faster. Yep, because it's doing it as it's being encoded, provides improving perceived performance. So I think streaming is what happens like when AI gives its response to us as well as streaming those results. Otherwise, it'd be very slow because we'd have to wait for the entire AI thing to finish its thing, which is basically what happens when you are using these as a third-party API. Interesting. Okay, so better for large data sets, cool, more complex. Okay, cool. Think I get it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so um I think I'm good on this. Let me take a break and put my little poopy butt doggy good boy up for bed. I gotta take him out to pee real quick. Make me some hot chocolate and I'll come back and I'll do this for maybe another 30 minutes or whatever. And then go to bed because I'm tired. I'm so happy I started streaming, by the way, because this has helped me focus and study very consistently. I hope that I would be able to keep doing it. I might have to like bring it back just a little bit, but you know, this is awesome while it's happening, and I really love doing this, and I love being able to look back on these and be like, dang, I studied a lot. You know, it's like a little receipt for myself. Makes me feel better about myself. Okay, so I'll be back. Give me like 15 or so. Um, 15 I think is enough time. So, and I'll see you here. Okay, so don't go too far. Ooh, y'all, I'm so sorry. I've been gone for too long. So I went out back to take my dog out to do his little thing. Um, and then, well, before I was even able to take him out, he peed on the floor. Right when I wasn't paying attention, he peed on the floor, and then I took him out, and then my neighbor was out there, and she wanted to talk to me for a second. So, what I'm saying, I'm booked and busy. I got a life. Sue me. Okay, so my hot chocolate is warming up right now, so I'm gonna go dip and grab that, but I'm gonna stay on the stream. I ain't gonna put you on the break screen no more. Okay, so what we was looking at was I was looking into this, excuse me, this reflect thing and making a deep comparison and learning that reflect is actually very slow, and I would be better off to use a uh what's it called? The uh, what was that thing called again? Unmarshal to do the decoding, which is what I did. And then I yes, to do the decoding right here. So that's faster, but it's faster to do this than um no, I'm getting this mixed up. I'm getting this mixed up. Okay, so I did the unmarshal thing. This reflect is slow. There's a faster ways to do it, but I would have to basically um do this whole thing here, which is to go through and compare all of the key value pairs individually, as opposed to comparing the data structures with the deep reflect. Okay, so that's that, I guess. And then I was saying that I could use Marshall for the encoding, except the beauty of using this encoder here, JSON new encoder, is that it can do the encoding and the valid. It can do the encoding and writing in one step or one line of code. So this is like saving me some space here. It's making my code a little bit more concise. And then was that it? That's pretty much it. And I was like trying to figure out, okay, if I was going to have to do a server that had a lot of concurrent multi-user traffic and processing, then I would have to have a way of doing the encoding more optimally so that the limited resources of the computer don't all get like eaten up or whatever. Or it can be used as optimized as possible. So the more performant approach, which is this here. So this is going over the entire length of this is just for comparison. So this is like in a situation where maybe I have to do data validation or something. I don't know what for, but if I ever have to do it by comparing two JSON objects or whatever, I would have to go over the range of I would have to go over the range of the expected, and then make sure that the key exists and the got. Um, and then if it exists, then I have to take this and compare it to the same type. Okay. Oh, I have to take the type here, my bad, and compare it to the type of the thing. Okay. Uh, Compare it to the type, and then get the value, and for each of the for the value, then look at each of the okay, so we're looking at all the JSON values in the object, and then we're comparing. Okay, so why is that? I know that's faster. It seems like it's faster, but it's just like, why is this not a built-in thing? Why would I have to do it this way manually? And I guess there probably are packages that might take that and just make it available without having to write it all, but I don't know if those are yet. Okay, so this is for comparing the JSON response, and this will use the compare JSON value thing, and this is this here. So this is going to be a switch of the type, the interface is going to look, yeah. So compare JSON value and compare JSON. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Why not? Okay, I think I'm ready to move on to the next thing here, which is the delete handler. Okay, so let's move forward. I can't believe this thing was trying to tell me that my conversation was too long and it needed to go to lunch earlier. It was saying my conversation too long and it wanted me to start a new chat. I'm not starting a new chat. We're gonna push you to the brink. Okay. Okay, let me grab my my hot chocolate real quick. I'll be right back. Hey y'all, give me one second. Do. I'm gonna put y'all on break mode. I need to mop my floor real quick. Okay, that didn't take too long. I promised. I would come back. Not back. Okay. Let me just say one thing before I get back to this. Since I got my dog and I got him in August. Since I got my dog, I've been grateful about two things. One, that I have hardwood floors because I can't imagine having a puppy in a place with carpet, especially if they have the audacity to put light carpet in the place. I just, I have all the respect in the world and will pray for you if you have carpet and a puppy. I don't know how people do it. And the other thing I'm grateful for is my electric mop. Okay, I have an electric mop. That thing puts in work, and it has saved me a lot of back-breaking labor. It makes cleaning up messes so effortless. Okay, it just makes it so easy, where I don't even get mad or upset or frustrated. Really, I just clean it. But yeah, that's just the reality of having a puppy. So you got to get the right setup to make it easy on yourself because it takes a while to actually potty train those guys. It takes a while, and then you have to generalize them so they don't just only stay potty trained for your place. You want them to generalize that information and know not to pee and poop indoors in general. Not your friend's place, not the PetSmart, not Home Depot. Okay, so we're gonna do the we got to do the delete handler here. We got to do the stats handler. After I'm done with these two handlers, I think I'm just gonna be done. Um, Yeah, and these ain't gonna be too much. So yeah, after I do these two handlers and their tests, I'm done with this project. I'm gonna make the little README, and I'm gonna call it a day. And I can make the README with AI because I've been tracking my project details. So that's one of the benefits. Is it'll help me with the documentation. I have so much comments in here too that I could just also paste all this code or provide it into this, and yeah, so that's going to be easy to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the test for the delete handler. Okay. T star testing dot T, and we need to make a new cache and create a handler, or get the address for a handler, which will hold the cache. Um, so we need to set the test key and the test value. I already have that right here. I'm just gonna grab this part. This part's gonna be pretty much the same. It'd be nice if I could even abstract this part out into some type of utility. Um, yeah, that would be kind of nice actually. Okay, so we're gonna change this request. We're gonna make this a delete, and this will be slash delete, and we're gonna pass in query params to that, and so this part's gonna be pretty much the same. And we need a new um, response recorder. HTTP test.new recorder, and we're going to make the handler like this basically. So basically all this is the same pretty much, and then we're going to serve it. We're going to serve and slay. Oh, we already did that. Okay. So handler server. um, uh, uh, oh, I didn't make the handler. It's going to be basically, I have one. Oh, here it is. I could just use this one. I'm all about that paste in life. Okay, delete handler. Wait. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, I gotta do this after. I can't serve it until it's made. Crazy thinking. Okay. So now we need to check the status code. So if status, and we're gonna evaluate the status from rr.code status status not equal to HTTP status okay. Uh, okay, not equal to status okay. Then we'll do T dot error F, and we'll leave a message that says handler returned on status, basically something like that. Code, and we'll say got Vixen want, and we'll put status here, put HTTP dot status okay. Okay. Why is, oh, it should be capital K. But this hot chocolate is good. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how old it is, but something in my spirit tells me that hot chocolate does not expire. Now, if you would like to beg to differ, uh, don't bother telling me because this tastes just fine. Okay, tastes just fine. Don't ruin my day. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. I don't think chocolate ever goes bad. I willfully decided to drink this and make it, and I had the chance to look at the label. I still have the box, but I just, I just decided to just not do it. And I feel pretty okay with that decision, at least until I start to feel sick. And I hope that doesn't happen. Okay, anyway, so we need to basically, if this works, right, then we need to now try to get the deleted item from the cache. And so we can look at this cache here that was created. Um, to see if it's found. So see, I like this because I feel like in JavaScript, there you could use like probably um isn't there like an key lookup? Oh wait, you could look for the object key and see if it's like, I guess, null in a JavaScript object to tell you if it's found or not, or just to see if it exists, essentially. But I kind of like the way that this is written in GoLang. Um, you know, it's giving you two things for the price of one, instead of, because I don't think there is a way to like deconstruct this type of data structure in vanilla JavaScript. Okay, so if we can find the thing that's supposed to be deleted, that's a problem. So we'll do T error and we'll say item was not deleted from cache. Okay, so this music right now is supposed to be like a spooky Halloween uh, lo-fi, no copyright, YouTube music background noise. I don't know. These are the only things that I feel comfortable with having in the background. This is not the music I would listen to on my own. I'd listen to some ratchet music, even when I'm like coding by myself. I'll like listen to like stuff I can sing along to. So non-existent. And then we'll say nil for the body. There's no body here. Okay. And then we'll say we need a new request reader or recorder. I like to call that request reader. Okay, so we get that from HTTP test dot new recorder. And we need to take this handler. We need to serve HTTP. We need to serve it for the girls. And we need to give it the recorder. request recorded. We also need to give it the request. Okay, so okay, so we should be getting back a 200 because deleting a non-existent key is not an error. Although I don't know, I feel weird about that, but that might be getting too into the weeds here. Um, there would be no problem with trying to delete something that doesn't exist. Maybe that would need to be recorded. Maybe there's like a metric that I don't know what kind of metric would be useful. Um, but that would be like a useful metric. Because now we like record misses for like trying to get data that doesn't exist. But I don't know if trying to delete something that doesn't exist, that's a meaningful thing. Hmm. I might ask Claude in a second. Okay, so if status, and then we'll check r.code status. I don't know why. I don't like the word want. I like the word expect. I don't really have a deep reason why, though, to be honest. It's just, I guess that word just resonates with me more than want, expect. I don't want nothing. Nah, I'm saying I don't want nothing. I'm expecting it, but I don't want it. Okay, status, okay. Okay, so the test for this is done. The implementation is not too complicated, so we can just go ahead and dive right into that. Let's make sure our tests just fail first. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so okay, that was some good hot chocolate. It was. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. My ability to just ignore the fact that it is probably like 2, 3 years old, you know, it's a gift. So we're gonna extract the key, just like before. We're gonna extract the key from the URL params. Oh, we need to make sure that this is only for a delete. I don't see the strictness about this. I don't know like what the best practices are. I'm just kind of like doing what I think is the behavior I've learned endpoints need to do based on how Express does them. So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is excessive. I don't know. I don't know, or maybe there's like a shorter way to do this. I think if you were to use the handle func, like if you're setting up this as a real server with the listeners, I think you could do something in that area that is less verbose than this, but who knows? Oh, we haven't gotten to that yet. Okay, so I want to extract the key from the params, query params, which is this part here. I want to reuse this. Okay, so we got that. We need to check to see if the key is okay. Just replace this. Oh, excuse me. Man, I feel like I have an unusually high rate of burping after drinking a beverage. Ever since I started streaming, I feel like I've just become more aware of it. uh, don't burp shame me. Okay, so we're gonna delete the key from the cache and okay, so in our caching thing, in our caching method to delete, we don't do anything to confirm whether a delete has happened yet. Um, yeah, we don't do that. We could have. Well, I'm not going to go back and fix and change it right now, at least. We could have. I think it's enough to just talk through it. So what I could have done is for this delete operation, I could have done similar thing that I did for this get method is I could have a return type that is just a Boolean of whether or not it worked. Um, and then the place where it's being implemented in the handler, well, the test firstly, the test would have to be adapted, and I would have to just test that the item, whatever it was, is not here anymore. Basically, not here anymore. Basically, where's the? There it is. Oh, okay. So, well, there's not much to fail. That's the other thing. I guess I don't have to worry about testing the validation part of it because I already have a unit test for that delete method. So I could just write that in my notes here. Um, yeah, I don't have to worry about that because I already have a unit test for that, and also I have this test for the handler, which will also uh, yeah, this will also check the cache for whether the thing is there or not. Okay, so that's fine. I mean, I could have chose a different way to design that or put that together, but what I have does actually suffice. So we need to delete the key from the cache. So we go to the handler cache dot delete, and we give it the key to delete. The string is an array of bytes. I mean, yeah, but GoLang be GoLanging it up, I guess. These lower level languages get me. Is these things just get me sometimes. This seems like rather sassy. I'm not gonna lie. um, yeah, it does. It just feels a little sassy to me. Okay, so let's run our test and see if this works. And then we only have one more thing. Oh, it works. Okay, we got one more thing. We got the stat handler. Once again, another simple implementation. Let me do a commit real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and do this stat handler. Basically, I have this method for the cache called um, get stats. Where's it at? We have increment stats, but okay, we have get stats somewhere. Oh, it's in this stats.go. So we have this handler for get stats. So whenever we are interacting with the cache, it's basically recording those events and storing them with counters. And this stats data structure that is attached to um, a cache. Yeah, attached to a cache. Or it's a field in the cache construct in the cache struct. That's how you would say it. So it is a field in the cache struct called stats, and there is a method that gets called to increment the appropriate stat every time some type of interaction happens with that cache. Okay. I don't know what this is used for, but I can see how maybe it'd be very useful for understanding um like the efficiency of your cache system, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. That's gonna be another question I have to ask, but for now, let's just go ahead and try to knock this out. Okay, we'll do the test. So func test stats handler key start key dot testing or testing dot t, my bad. Testing dot t. And the first thing we gotta do is we gotta basically redo this essentially. And we'll put key one. Oops. And we'll do value one. Okay, and then we'll do a getter. Um, okay, so we have to basically do something that can trigger all the different events that these stats are recording. So a hit is when or a set is when we make a set, which is this one right here. And then we need to um, record a hit. Hit is when something is found, something is added, c.get, and we're going to find that same key that we just recorded. It's going to be there, so that will count as a hit, and we'll say increment miss. Increment miss is when we try to get something that doesn't exist, so we can do c.get non-existent. And then we need to, so we got we got increment delete. Okay, we need to do delete, d.delete. P1. What about the expire? think I could do um, hmm, wait. We're not, I don't have a way to do this for the expired field and the stats struct or the expirations. Um, yeah. Okay. So we have the non-existent. We have the, okay. So non-existent key one. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We could just delete something that doesn't exist because that still counts. And then we can set this to time millisecond because now just put it like just a little bit ahead in the future so it'll expire real quickly. Um, wait for. I don't like using these sleep timers, to be honest. Um, it seems weird, but at this, well, it seems like it's imposing um, it seems like it's imposing like a fixed. Seems like whatever the quickest that an application could or the testing could run, it'll never be a certain speed because of this timer. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I can imagine if you have a bunch of sleep timers all throughout your code, like there's the expense you pay for having to write a lot of tests for things that require a timer. I don't know. There's probably some tool out there that can do timed events in a sort of expedited way by finding the shortest length or something of time that needs to occur in order to make it. There has to be some way to do it. I don't know. But this doesn't seem right to me. This doesn't seem. Let me ask real quick. It seems like at scale, it could cause problems in speed. I've been on a team where we had a lot of testing and it was really, really slow. I mean, so slow that it'd be really hard to get much done. It wasn't fast enough or slow enough. It was like in a weird space in between. If it was really slow, you could go do something else. If it was really fast, you don't have a problem. But it's those tests that take like 60 seconds where you can't really do anything with that 60 seconds and you gotta do it a lot. So annoying. Okay, channels and synchronization primitives. Wait, what is this? That's not what I want. Oh, so here's some alternatives. Oh, you could do it in a channel. Okay. Wait. A single wait. Oh. Mm. Mock clock. Yeah. Oh, here. So you can artificially move time forward. Ooh. Be a chrono mage. I got way too excited from that. That's dope though. I like that. So I'm just gonna put a little comment here. Could try using mock lock to simulate time advancements. I cannot imagine how that even works under the hood. That is fascinating. I'm sure I could imagine it. I just don't have time to right now. Okay, so okay, so we need to trigger janitor to run. Um, the janitor runs when? Um, the janitor runs as long as the cache is created. Or no, 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 no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If the cache is created, the janitor is running. I need to. What did I just said? Okay, the janitor just deletes the expired and it runs on a timer every second. So if I put something in, then I put something in. Okay. Okay, so this will get. Oh, I see. Okay. So I put this in here. This will do a set. A set will um let's see. I will already. Okay, this will be a miss. And in this, I don't know why I need to do this though. Hmm. Mm, my brain is like, bitch. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. It's okay. Okay, so if we set another thing forward 1 second, it's gonna increment the set thing. Mm, dang, I got 96 views. That's crazy. 96 is wild. Five people at once? That's crazy. Thank y'all for coming by. Bless your heart. It is the boring stream. So if you come over here to the boring stream, you really, 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 really are down with the wolf pack. Cause if you could take my boring, you could take my excitement. For real. Okay, so this said to be a trigger the janitor run. Here's why this is synchronous nature of the janitor runs in a separate Go routine. Typically operates at a fixed interval every second. Racing condition and testing. There's no guarantee the janitor will run exactly when we want in our tests. This can lead to an inconsistent test result. So, okay, test results. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. You know what? I think I've gotten it over my head with this part. I'm going to leave the part of the test for the expirations off for now. And yeah, I'm going to leave that off for now, just for the sake of respecting my time box. And because this needs to be done tonight so I can move on, as much as I don't like it. I'm gonna have to leave this little tiny piece of technical debt up in here. Okay, so let's go back a little bit so we can. So I need to get key one, get non-existent, and then delete key one. Oh, excuse me. And then we need to create new get request to stats. I like that in GoLang, there's just one method that handles all the method types for the HTTP request. I don't know why. It just annoys me in Express how, or in Axios how you can't do like that. This is a lot nicer. Okay, if error, then do that fatal error. Okay, so it's gonna be this mess again. All this right here. Uh, basically all this stuff right here. And instead of delete handler, we're gonna do get handler. Chelsea handler. Okay. And then now we're gonna check if the status code is okay. Do I already have that somewhere? We just reuse this. Okay. And then we're going to parse the response body. Oops. So it's going to be a JSON. It's going to be a JSON object where the string or the key is a string and the value is some integer, 64-bit integer. Not unint, uint. Okay. If there's an error, yeah, if there's an error, so we're going to use JSON Marshall. JSON Marshall. Where did we use that before? Oh, yeah, Marshall. That's right here. We're gonna do something like this. So JSON.unMarshall, and we're gonna decode from the body of the request response. Yeah, from the body of the response. And we're going to take the bytes. And then we're going to store them at the address of that. The address of this data structure. What happens if, I guess I don't know how big this is initial. Is this able to grow? This must not be a fixed size. I'm assuming it's not. Okay, it's a dynamic data structure. That makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna store it at the address. And then if we get an error, we don't get an error. I don't know, if we get an error, then we see that fatal. Fed left. Fail to parse response. I'll just put the error message. I wish I don't know. I don't like this way of doing the JSON typing, but it's okay. I'm just gonna take this basically. Change the numbers. Hits, misses, sets, delete. So we don't need expirations. Okay, so now we need to loop over for expected value. So for each of the items in range of expected stats, so basically for each, if value exists, So we're gonna pull off the value, and if the stats at the key, stats at the key, at the current key. Okay, so we're gonna see if the current key exists and has a value. And if not exists, dude, this is weird. And if value does not equal expected value, and t dot error f. What's the difference between error and fatal? It's almost 12:30. Oh, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. I'm gonna take my dog out to pee and poop one more time, and I'm gonna go right on the bed. I know that's right. Oh, okay. So fatal stops the rest of the test from running, and error just reports that specific assertion to be incorrect. Okay, that makes sense. Unexpected value for a string got expected. Oh, this needs to be deleted. Oh, no, 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 no. This is again. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, this should automatically respond to 200 though. That's weird. Got 405 expected. No. Oh wait, did I not change where the handler? I did. What? Oh, I was using the wrong handler right here. I knew I was doing it somewhere wrong. That makes sense because I was using the set. Okay. So unexpected end of JSON input. It's coming from 167. Um, that part. Okay, so there is no JSON. Um, yeah, there's no JSON body. There's nothing to decode. So once I get the implementation done, that should fix that up. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and knock that out. So we need to get the stats on the cache. Okay, so this struct has a method called getStats. Okay, that's cool. That's a little confusing. So we want to call getStats off the stats struct that is held in a cache field called stats. Set. Okay, let's run this. Dot stats. Um, Cache dot stats. Cache dot stats. The lowercase s. Um, Um, how did I get the stats in the stats test again? Man, I had a Cinnabon thing earlier and I can still taste it. And it was like 3 hours ago. Mm, okay. So we need a new method to the cache. We'll just add it down here, the very end. Oh, it passes. Okay. Hmm. I think we're done. Yo, I think we're done. Yo, I think we're done. Okay, I have a readme. I'm gonna just paste in here. Okay, so here is my readme. I'm gonna leave off this part, this part. I always like to put an image with my repos, so I'm gonna use, um, I gotta make a new one. I'm gonna use Midjourney to do this. Here, you can watch. So I'm just gonna use the same image prompt that I used for the cover image of this last one. I'm gonna change the proportions. I like to use 16 by 5 for little banners on my readmes. Um, let's try another one too. Um, Digital Tamagotchi Mom. Mr. Rancher moms and a wall of bins for storage. Um, vault, bank vault. Oh, these are kind of cool. I like that one a lot, actually. Ooh, I really like this one. Let me just see how it looks. I made an images folder. I guess I didn't. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Um, whoa, whoa. Ooh, I like that one. That's nice. I love this style. I feel like these are all good visual metaphors for cache memory. I'm going to pick, um, I kind of like this one. I feel like this one best illustrates the idea. These down here are cool. This one actually might end up being the one I use for my next stream. But I think this one kind of fits the idea more. Okay, so we're just gonna make this. How wide is this? 1900. We can do 45%. Stir, and just change this name to cover. And now this should update. Cool. So let's go ahead and push that. Awesome. Okay, so all I have to do now is make my little LinkedIn posts, and I do have a goal to do one LinkedIn article this next 2 weeks. I think I'm going to combine something with this and my previous memory management simulator thing together to make one post. But let's go check this out on GitHub really quick. We got to see how it looks. Make sure it fits the vibe. Mhm. Yes, baby. It took me like 3 days to do. Oh my goodness, this took forever. But I feel like I learned a lot. I don't think I could do this. Like, so I do have like a little guide. I basically used AI to help me create a tutorial for something I wanted to learn, which is this. And it wasn't perfect, so I had to like debug and stuff along the way. That's why it was lots of pauses and stuff. But it kind of forced me to like read and like understand some stuff that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. So that's good. I feel like I learned a lot from this. But this is a lot, so I have to sleep on it. Okay, so give me 1 second. This looks good. I'm about to get off here. Okay, cool. I think I did like another. I gotta do this off screen. I don't want my LinkedIn stuff on here on the stream. But I did do a post similar to. I did do a post for a project that was just like this. So I make a new post. So I want to get a screenshot of this. Here we go. You can give me dash V, do verbose. I can maybe do an image of this. I think this will make a good image to add. One thing I've learned is like, if you're gonna make a post on social media, make it look good. Take screenshots of things, make sure your desktop looks cute, you know. Um, that just attracts the eyeballs much better, you know. Okay, I'm gonna use AI to help me make a LinkedIn post. So I made a LinkedIn post about the other project I did that was related to this one. I'm gonna use that as input. So here is the input for my, wait, here is a previous post I made for a similar project. I want you to use it as inspiration for how to write a LinkedIn post for this project we just completed. GoLang memory cache. Here is the previous post I made. Use the voice and style, but make the contents related to this current project. Okay, I'm gonna have to update this. It didn't do a great job, but it's fine. It's a good starting point. So GoLang memory cache is the name of my post. I can share this with you all. Okay. Go. I just wrapped up building a fascinating tool. Um, hey y'all. I'm back with another thingy to show. This project took me this project, okay, in this recent project, I explored concurrent safe memory operations and AP. I want to make sure the word cache is highlighted. I want to remove the thing about AI. People get really up in arms about that. It's none of their business. They can come to the stream if they want to know. Okay, so this memory cache implementation shows real-time key value storage or expiration times. It's pretty cool to see how the caching handles concurrent operations and automatically cleans up expired items. The statistics tracking really brings home also gives um, this the okay, and I did write my own comments. Don't come for me. That's scary. It does. I feel like a rapper where rappers be like, I write my own raps. I write my own comments, okay? Now I might use AI to help me, but I'm gonna understand it. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna always do that. I don't play about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the link in here. And then I think we're good on this post. Let me just read it one more time, make sure it's good. Oh, we don't got no emojis, hardly. I think that's fine though. Okay, so hey y'all, I'm back with another thingy to show another I don't know, project, coding project to show um, engineering. So in this recent project, I explored concurrent, safe cache memory operations, HTTP request handling, uh, operations. That's the main thing. Operations. Um, this project is part of my continued study of managing memory and this project is so different than the last. And I feel feel like I'm learning so much. Much about under the hood of finding Responsible by being more directly aware of how memory is managed for different use cases. Okay, that's my post. Okay, I feel like that is all I need to. Oh, we want to put a hashtag on the word allocation and the word concurrent. These are words that I think people would be looking up if they're like searching for talent on LinkedIn. So I want to make sure my name comes up when somebody searches these words. So web application keyword so we can make it into a hashtag. You know, I be getting into my hashtags. Don't come for me. Big boss, big move, big things. Okay, so that's good. Then we got like nice little cute screenshots or whatever like that. I love having the background on this. It's so pretty. It's so fetch. Oh my Google. How dare you be up there like that? We gotta redo it. I have to redo it. I can't leave it. Alright. I gotta redo this. I'm not gonna leave it just with this little oh no, wait. Oh, that was just for me having my okay. I was about to say, please don't try me today, little Google pop-up thing. I don't know why that showed up on there. Now it's gone. Okay, so I'm done. I'm obviously tired because my brain is misperceiving things. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. It's been another, oh my gosh, this was a 3 hour stream. Oh my God. See, I had gotten carried away. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm about to get off of here. Leave me alone. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for coming by. Peace.